Slingshot Trading Club, what's going on this nice Monday morning, beautiful Monday morning out here in Louisiana. I know that for sure. I don't know about where y'all from, but hope it's nice also.
Yes, finally. There's not a scorching heat
Right?
at 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
That's very true. Good morning, everyone.
Well, welcome in, y'all. Doing the Monday morning stream. Hopefully we can get some action, but it still looks like we're continuing on the same downtrend that we were in for the past 3 weeks, I'm assuming now. It's getting a little crazy, so.
Oh, God, help us.
I know, do something, man. We haven't, I think we've taken one signal the past week. That's just, that's just how it is sometimes. We're waiting for this to clear out and start giving us some choppy direction, some choppy movement, I mean. That way we can actually place a couple day trades. So let's take a peek and see what we got going. All right. Well, as y'all can see, GBP still on a downtrend. 5-minute chart. Getting a little rebound right here off of some support. But every chart looks the same. Euro going down, JPY going up. Now JPY is starting to get a little choppy, big wicks on top, which is showing some resistance. I know for a fact this is very close to the all-time high. Let's take a look at the weekly and see. So as you can see, all-time high, 214 pips away, and it looks very strong. So we will see. Stocks are all red. Looking at currencies, indices, we're looking at a mixture of mostly red and a couple green, the dollar being green. And the Mexican futures, the peso is green. Everything else is red. So we will have a battle with the dollar on the pairs that we trade. But until something happens, until we get our indicator showing us that we're going to have a change in movement, we're going to sit with our we're going to sit on our hands and just study the charts, learn something new. So I tell you what,
Man,
what's up?
these last few weeks have been crazy.
Oh man, it's boring, and it is boring to sit like this and wait, but
Yep.
if you don't want to get eaten up, it's in the best interest.
Yeah, look, boring, but at the end of the day, it's like you don't make activity just because you're bored.
Yeah,
That's gonna get you in trouble.
you still have your money too. That's another thing to remember.
Bored with my money.
Bored with the money. Hell, go play Monopoly or something.
Sure.
I know we were on that Call of Duty last night. Woo, we were shredding.
Dude, tell me about that. How's that going?
Oh, it's fun, dude. It's way different. Like, I didn't feel like anybody was cheating like it used to be. Like, I mean, coach is getting 7 kills, bruh. So, that could, when coach is killing people, it feels normal, man. And we did good. I think we finished like at least in the top 4 every game. Like we were way at the end, small circle with no border left every time. So it was fun.
Dude, Trent, you seen CAD on the day? Gee whiz, man.
Was it just pumping down or dropping
I
down?
mean, 100. No, it's going up.
No, I hadn't looked at it, man. I need to pull it up. Yeah.
100 pips on the day.
I tell y'all what, when this stuff turns around, I'm getting in big on the daily candles. As soon as I see a confirmation, I'm going in daily.
Euro's fixing
Trying to lock in a bit. Yeah, trying to lock in a big one.
Euro's fixing to hit a huge support.
Yeah.
That's it 3 times on the daily.
Let me go on TradingView and see. Euro and GBP. Euro is in the premium or in the discount, so it did bounce right off of that. Got the previous week's low. Let's go on Euro and check this out on the chart. You got the previous week low at 1.04881, which is right there. So we're gonna get a little bit of bounce. Maybe we may be able to trend back up if futures turn around and go towards the 200. I just don't like to trade against the trend, man. It's tough when futures are red and you're trying to make a play upwards. It's very tough. Yeah, let's see. Euro futures. Euro futures are down. Not much. Well, yeah, I guess it's a good bit. 0.75%. So while we wait, I guess we could talk about some basics of forex trading that, if you're new here and you're looking to get into forex trading and you're like, where do I start? Essentially, first things I would do is be to understand the basics, and that entails, all kind of stuff, even just the basics of trading, how to get in and out of an order, learn your platform. This is MetaTrader 4. Go through all these buttons, learn the buttons, learn what they do. Click around, move the chart, be able to react quickly at any given time. Know how to do one-click trading, which is this box. Simple stuff like that. Learn how to open a new pair, change time frame. That's kind of the very first thing that you want to start on, especially if you're brand new to trading.
Yeah. That's some of the what, Trent, like that, like you have to learn to do. But I've seen quite a few people join our community. They're more coming from trading in general, maybe like the stock market. What about the difference of the difference with foreign exchange market and liquidity, accessibility, potential profitability? I know liquidity is a big difference, right?
Yeah, massive difference in liquidity, just because it's six times the size of the stock market. In and out instantly. There's no lag like the stock market has. Sometimes you get a crappy field price and whatnot, but if you're coming from stock trading, you already know how to trade. The principles are the same. It's just you're trading a different vehicle now, and it's always good to get familiar with the new vehicle. Learning the pairs, because now you're trading two pairs versus just one company. You have to learn how the currencies react to each other. What are they going to do when news comes out, etc. But if you already know how to trade, you're obviously going to have a head start on everybody else. So
it offers both advantages and pros and cons. There's more flexibility, obviously. Sometimes lower transaction costs, higher leverage opportunities. But then there's also the risks. That also some risks too. What would you say are some of the bigger risks to be aware of with forex if you're coming from stocks?
Yeah, I'd say the main risk is, Forex, you're using leveraged money because you need to buy so much of one currency and they're so cheap. You can't buy 10 shares of the US dollar and expect to make $200 or $300, So the movements in Forex are micro movements in comparison to the stock market. So you need a crap load of shares. That is why Forex, every broker will offer you leverage to your account. Mainly US brokers are offering 51. So for every dollar you deposit, you're going to get $50 to use, on your behalf, trading for them. Essentially, they will cut off your losses when it's about to hit their money. That's one of the risks, is getting margin call. If you're in a loss, it's very easy to over trade in the terms of like your size. You're too sized into the market with Forex, because you have to know the margin, how much percent you have left and stuff like that. So if you get into a big lot size with an undervalue account, a small account, they're going to margin call you quick. So that's the biggest risk to me, I believe. The market does move. It's very volatile. I think it's way more volatile than the stock market, but it's way more predictable to me. I think that's probably the biggest risk, because you are using somebody else's money. But that'll bring me to my next topic. The second thing you should do is learn market analysis for the Forex industry. It's a lot different than the stock market. It trades in a channel more than the stock market. And what I mean by that is it goes up and then it comes back down. Sometimes they last a month, like we are seeing in this, this previous month. But for a majority, a week up and a week down is common. So, it's more predictable in the sense that everything always gravitates towards the 200 moving average. I'd say more drastically than the stock market. Stock market does the same, but it takes longer to come back down. And overall, your stock market over years will go up. It will trend up. Forex cannot do that because you're trading one country's currency against the other. So unless one of the countries goes bankrupt and goes out of money, they're gonna be battling, and so makes it easier to trade to me. Stuff like that.
And
So
we try to explain this, y'all, in generalities, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all kind of stuff that are happening for the first time in our country and other countries. Never say never, but this is historically, what it's looked like. I would say too, we talk often.
Mhm.
People don't understand. You can test this out. You can practice this in a demo account. You don't have to put real money. I would say two practical steps for you if you want to just shadow us. Do some of these things alongside us. Download MetaTrader, get that set up, and then if you are looking to use some of your own money, you need to choose a broker. I'll tell you, for me, some things I didn't understand when I was choosing a broker. Although we can make recommendations on what we use. You need to know what type of account you'll be using. Are you using a funded account, a cash account? You need to know what those brokers offer. What are the currency pairs?
Yep.
Does it allow EAs? Is there overnight trading? Is there news trading allowed? And then just looking at the numbers related to leverage, spreads, margin, commission fees, and then you get into the details. Like, all these little things matter. Like, how can I deposit money?
Yep.
You don't think about that, but sometimes you got to jump through hoops just to deposit money, depending on where the broker's at, what they allow. Make sure it's compatible with MetaTrader.
Yep.
Make sure there's no limitations where you reside, if you're in the U.S. or elsewhere. So those are all just little things to look at to save you a headache of thinking, hey, I'm ready to go.
That's correct.
Oh, crap. They don't have the currency pair I want to use.
Yeah. Get everything set up, you deposit your money, and then you came and trade on the pair you want. Yeah, for sure.
Right. So just some tips to look out for.
Yep, for sure. That's a good point about the demo account. That's probably the next thing to do. Open a demo account, practice for months on end until you're profitable, until you're very comfortable hanging with our trades, placing trades. Figure out your lot size, because it will mimic the same. You can set your demo account to the exact size that you want to open your account in. So if you have 7,000, well, had a little bug in the system for some reason.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
They kicked you.
It like froze up. OBS froze. It said resume trade, so I just clicked resume and it's back on. So yeah. I don't think I'm not downloading anything, but you never know with tech, man.
No, you don't.
Let's see. Oh, let's see if we're getting any action with these. Oh, looks like we took a big bounce on GBP and Euro. If we look at trading view, definitely held that support zone right here at the bottom. This is definitely a discount zone to buy in. If you did want to take a bounce play, I want to wait for a complete change of direction and see if we can't get some movement up, because normally these pullbacks are only temporary, especially in a downtrending market. It's one tip to remember.
I got a question for you, Trent. So oftentimes when we're looking at things, we're doing analysis, but we're also, when our analysis shows us something that doesn't usually happen, or it wouldn't be what we predict, but we see it happening, then we kind of get into some speculation, right? Like, okay, why could this be? Could you maybe summarize some of the different types of market participants, such as banks, hedge funds, retail traders, and how that can affect things that we're seeing?
Yep. So a lot of times banks will jump in on these low areas because, banks buy so much currency at a time. They're going to drive the price in the direction that they want. You never hear of banks going bankrupt and losing money because they don't lose. It's just they have so much capacity to move the market. So there's a lot of things that, when you're doing demo account, you can probably start picking up on these things, and you will over time if you keep practicing trading. Let me switch to this chart and I'll show you. So what banks will do, you know, I used to trade at a bank, 300 million a day easy. And what they do is they wait for these currencies to get into a discounted area or an area that they want to buy tons of, or short, vice versa. They work both ways. And the algorithm is already set to scoop up millions and millions of dollars worth of this currency at a certain price. So what that does is they will buy up everything, or they will also make people hit their stop loss. So right here is a perfect example. People would have went short right here thinking that euro is about to fall, right? The bank sees that, and they know how retail traders trade. They just know they can see stop losses, so that gives them an indication of where people are entered at, what their stop loss is at, which way they're going. So for instance, this trade could very well come down, people get in short, the banks buy it up right here so much that they go, their goal isn't to make a ton of money all the way up. They will go, and their goal is just to hit people's stop loss, so that they make money on the buy right here, 30 pips up, let's say, and then they sell so much right here that it drives the price down, along with all the stop losses getting hit, which drives the price further down, and they make a crap load of money. That's how institutional traders trade. That's how banks trade. That's how hedge funds trade. That's why they make money. They have all the top tools, all the top programs, market data galore, level 2 that we can't access, you know, so they do have a big advantage. And that's why you never hear of big banks or hedge funds saying, oh man, we lost $60 million today, or we lost 3% of our portfolio. They don't lose. Like, it's very rare, because they have the capacity to hold on if they are in a losing trade, or just drive people out as they want, which is unfair to us. It's very hard for retail traders to make it unless you know the system.
And I mean, look, the reason I bring that up is it's not that we, like at Slingshot, are always looking for a way out or an excuse, or this didn't go the way, so it's this. But it is important to keep a balanced perspective that there are a lot of different factors involved, and not all of them are completely predictable, because they're not all purely intentioned.
Yep.
You know, there's an agenda involved.
Correct.
And they have the power to further that agenda.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. That's why you have to stick to your strategies. You
Right.
know, you have to take every trade. If you're, let's say you have three things that you need to hit in your plan. So X has to happen, Y has to happen, and Z has to happen. Then you get in a trade. If those 3 things line up, you need to get in every single time. And the reason you have to do that, and you can't second guess what the chart looks like or what it doesn't look like, is because if you start picking and choosing, you're going to pick losers. It just, the way it feels like you're going to pick the losers all the time. You may pick some winners, but you're not going to be consistent. And if you pick, at that point, you're just guessing. At that point, it's a 50-50 game. And so if you take every trade, if you take every single trade, you have better odds of winning, because let's say your strategy, you back tested it and it's a 70% win rate. You have to take every trade, because if you start guessing and you pick some of those, 3, 4, 5 losers in a row, you could blow your account before you even get to fully play out, actually hitting that 70%. So you have to take every trade when it comes, no matter what the chart looks like. Stick to your plan. You have to have a plan. You have to stick to it.
Brad sent us a video of somebody talking about this recently. I was trying to find it. Remember that video? The guy
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying
Yep. That's it. You have to, if you're all over the place trying to trade 10 different strategies and trying to pick and choose what looks good on a chart and what you think is about to happen, it's never going to work out for you. That's how people lose their money in the beginning. Almost every successful trader I know has lost thousands, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, trying to learn the system before they finally grasp the concept of, okay, you just have to have no emotion. You have to get in every trade. If your indicators line up and that's your plan and it all comes together, get in, set your stop loss, and get out. Don't hold on. Don't hope. You can't hope in a trade. Don't try and predict the market. You're playing indicators only if you're a technical analysis person. Now, there's obviously different types of trading styles. You could be a fundamental analysis person and go off of like a company's valuation, but that has more to do with the stock market because there's no companies in forex. It's just currencies and countries. So, and right now every country's in the crapper. So
I was about to ask you that, Trent. That's funny. It just goes to show how much of the same page we're on, y'all. Because like I said, with developing some of these courses, yeah, Trent doesn't know that I'm looking at a document of some of the things we're building out, and he just hit the next part after talking about the different players or participants in the market. We talk about different types of market analysis, being technical analysis, being fundamental analysis, and being sentiment analysis. I don't know that I've ever heard of the third one.
yeah,
Do you know what sentiment analysis is?
it's like I don't know too much about it, but I would assume it's like more on how you feel. You look at news, right, and you see shit, they just increased inflation. I'm gonna go in short, with no technical analysis, nothing else but the news. Any kind of outside stuff that affects the market is probably that kind of analysis,
Well, I mean, look, some of what we talked about with knowing who the market participants are and what they're doing. I mean, that is an aspect of sentiment, right? Because if you spot the motivation for something to happen a certain way, you're doing a version of sentiment analysis. I've heard of the fear and the greed index that comes into play.
That does.
Bit. That's a sentiment, right?
Yeah, I used to look at that all the time. The fear and greed. There's a meter online you can look at, and it shows you how scared people are, how confident people are, and it's just, man, you start adding all those things into your mind, and it actually tricks you. It starts messing with your strategy because you're like, well, my strategy lines up, but the fear thing is saying it's greed. I want to short it, and it starts throwing you off. So the best thing is just to keep it simple.
Part of it of market sentiment is like, okay, I was about to say something. How are people gonna feel about that? What's the overall attitude of investors right now? Is it the feeling and the tone of a market, or crowd psychology? Really?
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot that goes into it.
We're human beings. Traders are human beings.
Yep. You can't fully get rid of the emotional side of trading, which actually leads right into the next thing. Trading psychology is probably the biggest thing to take time, the most valuable thing. That is going to determine if you're ultimately profitable. Anybody can learn to ride a bike. Anybody can learn to forex trade and press a couple buttons. But if you don't have the mentality to stay in a trade or know when to get out or let it hit your stop loss, which is all part of trading psychology, you're going to get cooked bad.
Well, I would say trading psychology is hard enough even if you have specific goals and strategies that you are disciplined to stick to. So for example, if you have a strategy, these 1, 2, 3 things have to happen, and my goal is long-term growth, well, then you know what your trading psychology should be. Good luck to anybody out there that doesn't really have a strategy they stick to or a specific goal. Absolutely. I mean, then you're sentiment trading at best all the time.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, you're being so. I mean, like the psychological challenges, the most common ones: fear, greed, overconfidence. Just not having the self-awareness of, like, if you're going after a get-rich-quick mentality. So you gotta have a goal, you gotta have strategies, and then you gotta have a certain trading psychology.
For sure. And when you're demoing, you're not gonna have as much as that emotional tie to it because it's fake money. But while you're demoing, the thing I would say to do is when you get in trades, you're gonna want to start trading, and you're gonna want to figure out what lot size you want to trade for that account, because if you get in a demo account and you're trading 50 lots, and you come on a 25K account and you try and trade 50 lots on that same 25K real account,
Yep.
2 ticks and you're going to be out the trade. I promise you, you have not developed the emotional stability to do that. So trade as realistic as possible. And while you're in a trade on that demo account, if you're down $200 or $300 and you're on like 5 lots to say, sit and think and say, how would I feel if this is actual real money and I'm sitting here down $300? Am I going to be nervous? And am I going to be able to handle having a little more drawdown? That's the kind of things you need to figure out before you go live.
Just be aware that I mean, you just got to know where you're at in your trading journey, right? Like if you just download a MetaTrader, you have a demo account set up, and you are literally trying to learn like forex trading. Oh, okay, so this is a pip, this is a stop loss. That's one thing, right? But just beware, whatever habits that however you do things in those early stages is going to become a habit.
Correct.
And it's much harder to undo a bad habit that you've gotten in a routine of doing it that way. So yeah, when you're starting to learn, not as big of a deal, but once you get to the stage where you understand what you're doing and you're now trading to form a strategy, having certain goals in mind, you're trying to build your trading psychology, then I would not recommend you go demo with $1 million when you're only going to be trading with 10-20K.
That's it.
You can't do it that way. You're setting yourself up for unrealistic expectations, and you're going to fail just because you didn't practice correctly.
Exactly. Well, we just got an alert. Let's go check out the chart. We are looking at GBP. We have our indicator saying that GBP is about to start trending up. This candle has to finish forming. As long as this stays on is when we actually take it serious, and bam, it just finished. There is some resistance right here in this area. Let me look at trading view. Got the equilibrium price at like 1.21666, which is about right here. So it could be a nice little 22 pip gain. Brad, what you check out GBP? Tell me what you think about that.
Okay. I have a crap ton of stuff today, so I'm not in. Alright.
Got a confirmation signal for a buy.
5 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah, man, of course I would love to hop in on this bad boy. Problem is JPY still breaking highs? No, JPY popped the signal with some crazy wicks.
Crazy wicks on JPY here.
Euro's actually making a big pullback.
Yep.
I mean, it confirmed.
It did confirm.
We're in this downward trend.
Mm-hmm.
What type of support are we on this? Let's see.
Some pretty good support on GBP. Discount zone and a previous week low and another strong low. Yeah, I may get in above these 2 high wicks. I would
say, I know it confirmed, but I would still say around 1.21470-ish area. You see where it's like it
for an entry?
Yeah. You wanted to run up and it tested, came back down, ran up, tested, it came back down, now it's running up again to test that same area.
Yep.
Other than that, I like it.
Yep. I may size in right here, get in one position right here, and then if it breaks that high, add in,
Yeah.
Another way of doing it. But yeah, like you said, it's this downtrend has been killer.
It's been killing everyone in the market, man. I mean, look at
everyone.
Since its peak, it's on a 150
Yeah.
Move downwards.
Now, I tell you what, I like to see if GBP would come back down to its fair value gap. Test that little gap, 1.21316, which is the middle of that big candle. Test it and get a little bounce, and then, you know, just confirm it's going to go up, because this could just be a little temporary pull back up, because we've gotten in some like this before and they go straight down. But you got to do it, you know, you stick to your strategy, you go in. But yeah, I'd like to see a little more testing around this.
Yeah, me too.
This area right here. Let's see here. Looking strong though. Let's go look at the dang futures. Let's see. Stock futures is going green. The dollar index is at 0.5% up, ticking up slowly.
Yeah, it looks like everything's kind of trending down, and then on the opposite, trending up.
Euro making a nice little candle. I'm trying to look at which one I'd rather get in, Euro or GBP.
Right.
Euro's a little more steeper trend though, down. Let's wait this out and see what happens. The dollar index is going up. Might be able to get in and make us a bag.
Which one are you thinking?
Man, I don't know. I'm having a tough time choosing. I know Euro hasn't popped a confirmation yet, you know. But you look at GBP has more filled candles. You know, it's probably, you probably get more movement out of GBP from what it looks like. Or you could short JPY. A tough little situation. Let's see what these next candles do right here.
I'm almost done with this, boys.
Nice pullback on everything. JPY pullback. Let's go find another thing. See how you get a buy here, and it just fakes out and just tumbles. So this is what we're trying to prevent. This same setup right here.
Yeah.
It was dropping down, popped up again, broke the W, popped the buy signal, and then immediately went into a sell. That's what we do not want.
So Trent, I know that as you're looking at this and saying these things, you're filtering through strategies you have. What are some of the strategies you're thinking through as you analyze this right now?
So the main one is, this is just straight technical analysis. You know, like I was saying earlier, you're in a downtrend. One of my favorite plays is a nice W pattern. So you'll get take this for example. This is a small W. This is not formed up enough. I wouldn't have got in, but a big straight down drop, a pop up, another drop, and then when you get back to the middle W peak, you go long. That's one of my favorite technical analysis strategies, and that's what I'm kind of just reading it out right here, seeing if it's going to actually produce some high volume candles. You know, so the volume right here is constantly dropping off. So that tells me that the bulls aren't ready to take over yet. Hence why we're getting this drop. That's something else to look at. You know, when you want the bulls to run, they need to come in and show force with higher volume candles, big moves up, and big price gaps. So even on this, you know, this volume candle right here, you can see the bears were still in control. They just had a lot more sellers than buyers. So I would like to see this volume turn around and start going upwards with movement going up to actually get in. It did come back and is testing the fair value gap, so that could be a good thing because we did see an increase in volume on this candle. That's mainly the strategy I'm playing right now, so we'll see what happens. JPY, massive pullback. I mean, that's massive for one candle on the 5 minute, but you know, there's a couple different things you could look at. If you're a trend line person, you could draw a trend line like this. You know, oh, it closed above the trend line. Well, it faked you out. This is a fake breakout. We're still in the same channel, as y'all can see right here. So it did break out, and depending on what kind of trader you are, your stop would be below this low on a trend line. If you play trend line breaks, I know some people that do, but it would have been at least a fake out for now. But we'll see. It's testing that fair value gap, which is good. I like this test. It's tough to say, man, with this market. Let's go look at the indices. SPY moved up, kind of a big pullback, got rejected hard off the 200. NAS is way up, and US 30 just kind of been in a slump. Broke the trend line. Maybe coming back to test it. Now that's a normal thing. Could come back, test this trend line, which if you put it right on, you see a test right on the trend line, and then continue up. But we're gonna play it out. We'll let it play out and see if we can't get another bounce to go long.
Would it do pullback?
Yeah, big.
That's what I was scared of.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, another thing too to note, our indicator shows these arrows, but as you can see, like let's take this one for example, you still require to do some technical analysis and thinking of your own because robots can't predict everything. So another thing I like to do is I like to wait until these two lines cross over like this. That's more of a confirmation. Yeah, you get in a little bit later, but you prevent yourself from maybe getting in a bad trade, you know, like this one. This got in right here. You come in, you make 34 pips. You know, versus like if we would have got in right here long, we'd probably be down about, you know, 400 bucks already because they didn't cross. So we do want these moving averages to kind of get closer together before going long. As you can see, the volume is picking up. There's just more sellers than buyers right now. The buyers are not ready to push this thing up. They're struggling. Just like that, we have a short arrow popped up on GBP. Was disappearing, but it has to confirm at a certain price for it to stay. If this makes a higher low, this will be a good sign. It could eventually change direction.
So y'all just tell me when's a good time to discuss Call of Duty again, because I don't understand the new game mode y'all are playing.
We didn't play it last night. We played the normal, like Resurgence.
But it's different?
Different map.
Oh.
But it just does. I can guarantee you there's not many cheaters. It's just drastically easier. Like it's back to the old days where you don't turn the door, you know, you don't turn a corner and somebody's already aiming at you shooting. Like, they don't do that no more because they don't know you coming around the corner. But man, it's a nice little bounce right here. Could be good. And it feels good, man. It was smooth.
Man, I can't find that. Yeah, definitely feels smooth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more updated.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
Yep. It was nice. I think somebody's trolling me on PSN, bro. I ain't kidding you, dude. That I'm telling you. It ain't looking good.
I mean, you weren't on, and so I mean, there's no way.
No way. I didn't do nothing, dude.
Yeah. They're trolling you for sure.
And somebody might have hacked my stuff, you know?
Oh, dude, you know what? I seen something. They said that PlayStation got hacked.
Yeah, that'd be my luck because
I seen it last night. They said PlayStation got hacked. Again, they said this is the second time PlayStation's been hacked.
yeah, dude.
I believe that because my 3-point percentage in 2K can't be accurate. It's gotta be somebody else shooting.
Oof. I mean, as friends, we can be honest with you.
No, we're let's talk about this offline.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, dude. Like, I've already read online too. Like, you can't even appeal a ban. Like, they just don't care. So I'm gonna be extremely pissed if I can't get back on, you know, for the second time. Crazy thing is, you can't even log in to see like any notifications. If they sent you a notification on PSN or saying, you know, this happened, that happened, they don't tell you nothing. They just send you an email saying, hey, you're temporarily suspended. Okay, for what? But I will try and call today and tell them that, Brad. I say, hey, bro, look, y'all just got hacked. I don't know if y'all can see, but somebody's getting on my stuff for something because there's no need. I got no reason to be banned. I hadn't played in. I don't even remember the last time we played.
But it's just. You said it's PlayStation, but it was specific to 2K.
No, it's PlayStation Network. Just saying.
You play Call of Duty on PC.
Yeah, I play Call of Duty on PC.
Gotcha.
And how I found out I was suspended again, I went to get on my PlayStation because we were going to go jump on 2K. And it was signed out. And when it's signed out, I know it was the same thing. And sure enough, I got online and it said, oh, you've been temporarily suspended. Yada, yada, yada.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, it's pissing me off. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on the website now and see if I can get somebody on the thing. Because they ain't going to like whoever gets me on the phone. It's not going to be a fun time for them.
Let's live stream that phone call.
GBP, red arrow. Let's see what happens.
Be right back.
All right. Tell you what, Brad, I might get in this short. That's for sure. Online ID. What's my online ID? go look at this little chart. 2 minutes on this candle to close red. I like this, Brad. You remember last time we got in long and got burnt? Because we thought it was going to bounce. This is looking nice for a little short. It's a strong sell on TradingView too.
Alright, I am done. Let me see.
He's done, he's done, he's done.
Dun, dun, dun.
Live chat. What is the dollar doing? Dollar's going up. GBP's going down. Interesante. 13 seconds on this candle. If you want to get in short.
I'm about to look at it, dude. I gotta do this. Let me know. Something literally came up as I was opening up my computer, seen an email, and if I don't get to this. Yeah.
He's gotta get to it. He's gotta get to it. Let's see.
Alright, send.
Send it. I'll go check my Ymail. They just said they sent me an email.
Short on GBP. Let's see. Euro has more room to move down. AUD, JPY. Man, everything in me wants to actually go long on this.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to pick. Last time we went long, it plummeted to its death.
Yep, to its death.
I don't think it's ready to go long. The indicator lines aren't really crossed over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's confirmed. It's nice. We went back up and tested that area that we were talking about, where we said, hey, we'll probably, it tested it and rejected. Kind of exactly what I was scared of.
Yep.
Ain't going long on this bad boy. So, yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, and I think the short is a better play because of the trend. You know, we're in a downward trend. If you get in, if you get in short, and it goes long, then so be it. It's a better trade than going long early and getting cooked because you add the trend on your side. So hopefully we get a little pullback, and I may enter a little short. Let me check this out. think I'm gonna get in, my boy.
Yeah, JPY is pushing up hard too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in with a close above, a stop loss above this, these highs right here around 1.2151 tray. If it hits that, I'm gone. It don't matter. 1.21513. Turn this camera down.
Still up.
We're gonna play these levels, bro. That's the only thing we can do.
Is the live stream live or is it off?
No, it's on.
Okay. Well, what happened to my camera?
I don't know. Your thing went away.
Huh.
It ain't even
That's
showing the
all.
little. Did you close your browser accidentally?
Maybe. Hold on.
Levels.
No, it's still on. The camera just went over. That's odd. Let me unplug it and plug it back. Yep, I did not close the browser.
Didn't close it?
I didn't, no.
Odd.
I just unplugged everything and now I just closed the browser.
$25 pip.
So pick it up.
Oh, something kicked back on, but it's not you yet.
Yeah, no, for some reason, like the camera cuts on and turns off.
He's having technical difficulties. Come on there, baby. Yes, I just provided you with my PlayStation name.
Trying to get it. He's trying to work the system.
Damn right.
Oh, camera keeps kicking off. It turns on, then turns off. Does that even make sense?
See, something's happening with PlayStation, y'all. I'm in chat. There's 152 people ahead of me.
That could be legit though. I mean, across the world.
Yeah, it's true. But I've never got on a chat of anything and had to wait that long. Contact email address.
So September 2025, PlayStation has reportedly been hacked by ransomware group who claims to have breached all Sony systems, stolen some data. They launched investigation. I mean, yeah, makes sense. Cyber attack on PlayStation, on Sony.
Yeah, there's no way I'm staying banned. It's not permanent, but I don't even care.
He said, "When there's a will, there's a way."
Oh yeah, dude, ain't no way. I hadn't got on the damn thing. How can I get banned for not being on?
Well, maybe you should get on more. Banned for inactivity.
That'd be funny.
We noticed you didn't spend any money in the last week. You banned.
Yeah, you're banned.
Give you $20 to get unbanned.
$155 people. 145. What's everything else doing? The Euro's just sitting there. We're sitting there. JPY is going down. Indices. Oh, the indices have plummeted. This is good for us. It's just we're not reacting to it, which is odd.
It's really bugging me, this camera. Can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's weird. Did your NVIDIA broadcast get turned off?
Nope, that's on.
Did you try restarting just that? See if it helped?
Possibly.
Or, oh no, you're not on OBS, never mind.
I'm gonna start and turn everything off. Okay, let's see here.
Unbanned from PlayStation and banned. Actually, get links in the was via a chargeback. So you essentially been and I was hacked, but I didn't get banned away from your money back. So this one, you just fill out the form here. It'll tell you like what are you contacting them, what it is, suspension. There's a few things. This form has a few things in it. Well, I guess not anymore. It used to have, but you can, like I said, you put your first name, last name, contact, email, phone number, email, PSN. Email, I think, and your PSN email, and then your PSN, and then what the situation is, right? You submit this. You can technically contact them directly as well, but this is an appeal, so it's better to do this, right? So this is the one that can happen and does happen to some folks. The next big one is this specific one where you submit the appeal, and it tells you what it'll literally tell you what it is. Currently, appeal submissions are made, and you deserve it was especially the time you look against it. So I'm directly live chat, it doesn't help there. A phone call with them, Sony.
113 people flying down.
Dude, it turns on and then turns off.
That's weird, man.
I tried unplugging it and everything.
That's really weird. Oops.
Where'd you put your TP at?
I did not set my TP yet.
What you thinking?
Let me look. So if we do keep going down, obviously we're gonna try and get it to test this bottom one. Maybe the first one, 1.21145, like right below the low of the day. That'd be like my first sell or my first cover. After that, you kind of got to jump to a larger time frame because there's nothing immediately below on the 5 minute. Let's see here. Man, there's nothing all the way around. It's getting deep in there. Let's go back to the daily. I guess after I take a partial, I will just set the BE to, I will set my entry to, my stop loss to break even and let my second half of my lots ride out, because we've seen this trickle down for, I mean, just the whole day. Obviously, if it gets to like down here, like the 1.21024 area, I'm going to take some more off. But, so I'll put the first TP at 1.21145. 1.21145. That'll lock us in 1300. But what I might do is take half instead of my full position right there. Adjust that to right there. We need to break these previous little lows right here. Get out of this little zone and start going down. Let's see what it's saying. Get below this little bitty support line right here, Brad.
Yep. Move on down. Hit a good TP to start the week.
You still can't fix your thing?
No, man. I'm struggling. Today I'm struggling.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
You stayed up too late playing COD.
No, I'm not, me personally not struggling. It's
no workload.
It's the amount of crap that I have to deal with.
Come on, break it. Let's go, baby.
Man,
What I'm gonna do is move this TP down here, and then when it hits that other TP, I'll close it manually. I'll close half lots. 85 people left. 85 people left.
I'm gonna try to restart all this real quick.
All right, bro.
Okay, that's unplugged.
Let's restart your whole computer.
Yeah, probably should.
I had to start doing that to mine because I used to just sleep it. But man, it just, I don't know, starts acting funny.
Yep.
I just like sleeping it because it keeps all your tabs open. Now I have to go and open up each one and sign into everything. But with the password thing, it's not too bad. Still got to do a stupid authenticator app.
Dude, this professor that I have for this class that I'm in, he is relentless with the smallest little grammatical things.
Oh,
I haven't had that like being in the master's program, my first year, nobody cared. Like no professors cared. Dude, he's still referencing things that I did not fix like 4 weeks ago in a blog post.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, you know what?
That's ridiculous.
I got an A in this class. I'm just getting through it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then it's a cybersecurity class. It's not even like a.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Called him though. I called him during office hours because he kept saying stuff about scholarly references, and he was like, Tyler, I've yet to have a student. Like, there's never been a student that has chosen such a specific topic that we can't find scholarly references. I said, okay. I said, well, please help me find the scholarly references that are in place for Christian evangelism in the future metaverse.
Yeah, good luck.
And he was stumped.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, listen, man, I can find references on, VR technology, on evangelism, on all these things, but combining them, no.
Yeah.
Because nobody's done that yet.
Nobody. Yeah. People, God, that was one aggravating thing. References and typing out the reference page. My God. Indices are falling, man. We should be tumbling on GBP. Let's go. Getting close to our TP. I tell you that. Another couple pips away. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking at about 3 or 4 pips. Here we go. Getting in danger. I'm going to place a modified order at market execution to sell half. When it hits that number I like. I am number 65 in queue. 65. How's it looking, Brad? Let's go on OBS and see. He is not back yet.
Patience, Danielson. Are we moving on GBP?
We are. We are.
Well, I had sold 3/4 of my shares when I was up about 1,000, so
Nice.
not playing with that, bruh. You gotta take them profits.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Don't turn around now. Come on, man. Keep moving. Dollar's going up. GBP's going down. Let's see here. What we looking like on the indices. Little pullback. If this don't start moving down here soon, I don't like to hang in these trades around discount zones, man. They oftentimes get scooped up. Might just take a break even on this, and it could go down. But I like stuff to move when I get in, you know.
Man,
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I should be good now, my man.
He's on.
Crazy. Yeah, what's crazy is my light went off too, so it had to be something.
Yeah.
I was like, it's kind of dark. And yeah, sure enough. Light went up.
I'm gonna get out right here, man. I don't trust this. It's just not looking.
What we got?
It's
Pulling back?
a little bit, but it's just it had trouble breaking those previous things, and it may go, but it's just too slow, man. Take a look at the indices. When we got in, they were like right here. They dropped 260 pips, and this GBP barely trickled down. So, you know, it's something you got to take into account. It's not moving down. Like, we should have got a big push down on GBP. It may creep down, but I just don't trust it. Locked in for a little bit, like 150 bucks or some crap, but wasn't the trade. Wasn't the move down I was hoping for. It's just got hung.
Customer specific rebate adjustment. What the heck does that mean?
No clue.
In at forex.com. Customer specific rebate adjustment. They gave me $6,000. How does that make sense?
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they calculated your JPY thing wrong. You remember when they charged you a buttload?
Yeah.
I knew that was something up with that. You've never got charged that much for a swap fee. Never.
Yeah,
So
that was insane.
that's what it was, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna be calling them.
Oh, there you go. Got your money back. I'm number 47. Cruising down, hey. We hitting the premium discount or the discount zone on GBP, so may see some buyers come into play right here. I just want stuff to move like it used to, dude. We used to get in trades and that thing would move, bruh. These candles are so tiny. They nervous. What news do we have this week? Let's check out forexfactory.com. Go through our news for the week. How about that? So we had news today at 9 Central and at 10 Central. Powell was speaking. I think he just ended. Tomorrow we have JOLTS, which is the job openings. That's going to move the market. And JOLTS is at 9 a.m. Central. Wednesday, we have non-farm employment change. And we also have PMI. Thursday, we have unemployment. And Friday, we have non-farm employment again, unemployment, and average earnings. So there's literally news every day this week for USD. Every single day. That's crazy.
Dude, all right, so what we're doing, this thing's pulling back up. Okay, we got a little reversal. We got, you broke even? What'd you do?
I made like 150. I got out when it formed that candle, and I said, man, it took forever to break that last previous little support, and when it did, it kind of pulled back. So I couldn't wait for it, man. I don't like very slow, small bodied candles, and that's what was happening. So I got out, man. I'm a volatility trader, so I wanted to get in and get out as quick as possible. Not saying this cannot go down, but I don't have 4 hours to wait. You know, nor do I have the mental patience, like the mentality to sit here and watch a chart for 4 hours. So, but we can scroll through everything else. Probably the indices are pulling back. Yep. That's what's causing a little pullback, and that could be the bottom for indices, so you never know. Gold has been gold has been down from the 200 for a long time. You talking?
Gold's been down, you saying?
Oh man, it crossed the 200. Hey, it went below the two. Check this out. it went below the 200. What the hell? It went below the 200. You ain't gonna believe this. 300 days ago and hasn't been up. 300 days, dog. That is absolutely bananas.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dude, the only thing that scares me about GBP is the fact that it's so far down. It's so far down, dude. And I mean, if it goes and breaks that low,
True.
you know,
You never know.
That's a huge bounce area. Let me see.
Oh, sorry, not 300 days. 300.
Let's look at this. Let's
3
look at these
days.
dailies.
300 minutes.
Let's look at these dailies.
Yeah, I looked at the dang. I'm waiting for the dailies to change directions because I'm getting in, bro. GBP is just nasty, bro. Had a bounce, profit taken bounce with an inverted hammer candle, which signifies more downward movement.
Dude, we got lately. We've had 100 pip moves per day, every single day.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at some of these,
Yep, 108 so far today.
I mean, it's insane, dude.
I'm number 23, number 23.
JPY, you have almost 1,000 pip move in 40 days.
Yeah.
USD CAD, did USD CAD have news today? Because it had 120 pip move just today.
Let's go look. No CAD news.
That's crazy. So this indicator popped yesterday, Friday. Oh, excuse me. Friday.
For a what?
And the day for a CAD on
For
the
short?
daily. No, for long.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this looks so good to go up. But I wanted to wait for confirmation. It confirmed. And if I would have got in, it'd be 100 pip move when I would have. Now. That'd have been dirty.
Definitely got to wait for confirmation. But
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It confirmed and then blew up the next day.
two. Yep. Looks like that's all the damn action we're gonna get. It's probably just gonna be a excuse me, y'all. It's probably gonna just be a slow, maybe sit around this area kind of day. Like it's just gonna sit here for the rest of the day. From what it looks like on the chart.
If we don't like that,
No.
He's Cajun.
Huh.
yeah.
Well, just got my 20-yard roll-off dumpster dropped off. So I better clear out some of the house stuff, house debris.
I bet you can't wait till that's done.
Oh, yeah, dude. Can't wait, bro.
Well, I'm about to go get some lunch.
Yep. Yeah, guys, don't look like. I mean, obviously this trade we made a hair on it, but it's better than losing. But it's just too slow for me. It's not enough volume in the candles. Volume is tailing off overall since this morning.
Oh, dude, it's just hard to trade right now, and this is when
It
you
is.
just step away. You know, you don't really chase these trades anymore. It's
Yep, you cannot chase.
None of them make sense.
No,
None of them make sense, man.
nope. So, yep. I mean, look, it is what it is. We'll catch them when we catch them. You know, sometimes we go on tears. 23 straight wins, 24 straight wins, and nothing but volatile action. Sometimes it's like this for months. Then it just dies. Government shutdowns kill us. Just all the speculation happening right now is killing markets for movement. But yeah, I guess you can go eat lunch, and I'm gonna wait in this queue. I'm number 18, so I'm trying to get unbanned from PlayStation. But yeah, that'll be it for us today. Hope you guys join us on Thursday, same time, same place. We'll kick back. Hopefully we get some more action, some more volatility as this news comes up in the week. We'll do maybe a straddle trade on some news, see if we can lock in some major profits.
Yep. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, catch y'all next time. Thanks for joining in. Subscribe, check out the description. Check out all the links and join our Discord. We're always active in there.
Yep. Till next time.
Peace, y'all.
Keep up.